In today's episode of A Day in the Life, we meet Fatima, a nurse with a dream to speak English fluently. She's learning English while working full-time in a busy hospital. Let's hear her story and please, listen carefully. My name is Fatima. I work as a nurse. I live in a big city and work in a public hospital. My days are busy, long, and sometimes very stressful. But even with all this, I'm learning English. I started learning English 1 year ago. I wanted to speak with patients from other countries. Sometimes, tourists come to the hospital and they don't speak our language. I wanted to help them better. At first, it was hard. I didn't understand many words. I was afraid to speak. But I told myself, don't give up, Fatima. Every day after work, I study English for 30 minutes. I use my phone and listen to English podcasts. I also watch short English videos with subtitles. On weekends, I speak with a friend who speaks English better than me. Sometimes I'm tired, but I still practice. Even 10 minutes a day helps. Now I can understand more. I can speak with some patients in simple English. That makes me feel proud. My dream is to travel one day. I want to go to Canada or the UK and study more. English is not just a language. For me, it's a key to a better life. Learning English is not always easy. Some days I feel tired. Some days I feel slow. But I don't stop. I remind myself. Every word I learn is progress. Every sentence I understand is a small victory. I use small goals. 1 week, I focus on new words. Another week, I focus on speaking. I don't have a teacher. I use free tools. My favorite app is a dictionary with audio. I listen to how the word sounds. Then I say it out loud 5 times. At work, I write down new English words I hear. I try to use them in a sentence. For example, I learned the word temperature. Now I say, your temperature is normal today. It feels good to use English with confidence. Sometimes I get discouraged. I hear someone speak fast, and I don't understand. But then I remember, even babies learn slowly. So I tell myself, be patient, Fatima. I also write in English. Every night, I write 3 simple sentences in my notebook. Like, today I worked in the ER. I gave medicine to 12 patients. I feel tired but proud. Writing helps me think in English. One day, I want to take an English test, maybe IELTS or TOEFL. But for now, I just practice. I believe every small step brings me closer. My advice to other learners is simple: don't wait. Start today. Use what you have. Use your phone. Use your voice. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Sometimes I feel lonely. I want to speak English well, but no one around me speaks it. That's why I speak to myself in English. I say things like, I am strong. I can learn. I'm not afraid. When I make a mistake, I laugh. It's okay to make mistakes. I made many when I first learned how to be a nurse. Learning English is the same. It takes time. I now read simple English books. Stories about people like me. One book said, every day is a new chance. I wrote that on a small paper and put it on my wall. I see it every morning. My younger sister is also learning English. We teach each other words. She teaches me slang. I teach her medical words. We laugh a lot. English is bringing us closer. I also started watching movies in English. I watch with subtitles first. Then I watch again without them. I'd pause and repeat lines. My favorite is, "Don't give up, no matter what." I dream in English sometimes. Last night, I dreamed I was helping someone in London. I spoke clearly. They said, "Thank you, nurse." I woke up smiling. Remember it like it was yesterday. A tourist came into the emergency room. He had pain in his chest and looked very worried. He didn't speak our language. My heart started beating fast. I took a deep breath. I said, "Hello, sir. Are you okay?" He looked at me and said, "I feel pain here." He pointed to his chest. I asked, "Do you have any allergies?" He said, "No, no allergies." My hands were shaking a little, but I kept going. I said, "Please sit here. The doctor is coming." He smiled and said, "Thank you. Your English is good." That moment made me so happy. It was a short conversation, but it was my first real one. I felt proud, like I climbed a mountain. I called my sister later and told her. She said, "You see? You're doing it." That night I didn't study. I just smiled and thanked God. I knew this was just the beginning. Now, I want to speak more. I want to help more people. I want to grow. One Friday afternoon, I walked into a small room in the library. There were about 10 people sitting in a circle. Some were students. Some were older people. All of us wanted to practice English. My hands were cold. My heart was fast. I was scared to speak. The teacher smiled at me and said, "Hello. What's your name?" I smiled back and said, "My name is Fatima. I am a nurse." Everyone clapped. It was a warm welcome. The topic that day was daily life. We had to say what we do every day. When it was my turn, I said I wake up at 6. I go to the hospital. I help sick people. I made some small grammar mistakes, but nobody laughed. They listened kindly. After the session, one woman came to me. She said I was also afraid to speak at first. "You did great." I felt tears in my eyes. I was not alone. Now, I go to the English club every Friday. We talk about food, culture, travel, and dreams. We even play English games. I laugh a lot. I make friends. My confidence is growing. That was Fatima, a nurse, a helper, and a strong learner. Her story shows us, no matter how busy you are, you can learn English. A little every day, step by step. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start and never stop.